Welcome to the fifth round, brought to you by Stephen Moustaris, as always, myself. And yeah, it's just my little 5 minute or less breakdown. Sometimes it goes over. I'm sorry. But today I'm sitting here watching yesterday because today's Tuesday, April 13th. And yesterday I'm watching Ariel Alani in DC talking about all these different fights and whatnot. And they're making, like, everybody I've listened to, John Anik, Kenny Florian, all these guys, like, they're talking about how Marvin Vettori might be able to get a title fight. And beating Kevin Holland was impressive and whatnot. And then it's just, I'm sitting here, and after these 2 week periods where we just watched Kevin Holland get absolutely destroyed by Derek Brunson, and then even worse, destroyed by Marvin Vettori, in my opinion. Other than, I think Kevin Holland had a little more higher, like, a little more ups in that last fight against Vettori, but still, he got beat worse, in my opinion. He took more damage. And it's tough for me right now because this 185 division is a clusterfuck right now because Israel Adesanya is deciding to do whatever the fuck he wants, which I get it. I don't blame him at all. Let's look at it. He ran through Derek Brunson, ran through Robert Whitaker, didn't run through Kelvin Gastelum, but like finished him pretty fucking good. Beat Paulo Costa easy as fuck. Like he's running through people left and right, and it's like, yeah, I'm right there with a lot of people. I almost don't want to see him fight too many people. But then I'm sitting here talking and listening, and we got all these people wanting Marvin Vettori to get a title fight. Oh no, Derek Brunson beat Kevin Holland first, so why doesn't Derek Brunson get it? And it's just like, dude, I don't know how to explain this shit. Like, is a win over Kevin Holland, especially twice now, even though I know he won 5 times last year. He fought 5 times, won them all. And then comes out this year, fights twice within 2 weeks. He takes 2 losses with like 19 takedowns or something within 2 fights in 10 rounds that he didn't even let. I don't think he even got taken down more than 3 times in his whole career before that. And it's tough because you literally just seen Derek Brunson put the blueprint out there to beat him and holds him down off. I know he humped him. It was a boring fight to watch if you like action and whatnot, and you're not that big of a wrestling fan. You wouldn't have loved that fight at all, but I mean, it is impressive. I like watching the dominance, and for me personally, I like seeing how guys could dominate other people like that. And for me, it's something that I never even want to be a part of. Like, you imagine Habib being on top of you, like, you're not moving. You know what I'm saying? Even Derek Brunson at that level. Derek Brunson's pretty fucking good. Like, a lot of these guys can get you into a spot where, dude, you're not moving if they don't want you to. And yeah, they might not be doing damage to you, but like at the end of the day, like, dude, they held you there for how long? Like, that's pretty embarrassing. So I was really impressed with Kevin Holland to at least even take that fight. But I'm sitting here looking at it now, and why didn't Derek Brunson step up and take that fight? You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't you just beat Kevin Holland, and instead of you taking the fight to beat Marvin Vettori, where you already know you need a couple wins to get back to an Israel Adesanya fight after the embarrassment he put on you, and it's like you're a pretty boring fighter and nobody really likes you, but it's like, dude, you should have stepped up and fought Marvin Vettori. Like, this kind of just shows the character of these guys. Like, I don't know these motherfuckers or whatever, and I know it's a big business. I get it. But, like, if you're a Derek Brunson, who I'm pretty sure is, like, 35, 36 years old, and if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but, like, I know he's getting up there, and especially his career MMA-wise, like, dude's getting up there in age when it comes to at least the amount of years he's been around fighting. So it's like, dude, you need to start taking your chances, man. At this rate, who are you going to fight? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay, you can maybe go out there and fight Marvin Vettori, even though Vettori right now is shooting for a title shot. Which, I mean, I kind of, it's tough because I kind of get it. I get where he's at, but at the same time, like, you literally just saw Kevin Holland lose 2 weeks ago, and I know it's not your fault that the fight got taken away from you because Darren Till backed out and whatnot. But it's just tough, man, because these guys are just calling for title fights over little fucking decision wins. Like, you didn't finish the dude. And like, I get you, just your job's supposed to win and whatnot, but like, we all know MMA and UFC more, like, specifically, is turning into, it's all about your performance. It's performance based, you know. So I don't know. It's gonna take some very special, like, decision or not decision, but performance from somebody to really pull this out. And I don't know. I don't get this whole Marvin Vettori and Derek Brunson thing right now. Like, you guys should maybe win, or you guys should maybe fight each other or something. But man, I just don't get it. You guys beat Kevin Holland. I'm sorry, I keep saying it, but Kevin Holland, like, dude. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, he won 5 fights last year. The the only really impressive one, in my opinion, was the Jacare Souza fight. But even then, Jacare's getting fucking old, man. He's not the Jacare that from previous times, which isn't Kevin Holland's fault. And still to knock anybody out on your back like that is impressive. But it's like now, it's like Marvin Vettori. You just seen Derek Brunson do the exact same thing. I know you did a little more damage, but it's also because Kevin Holland was a little better in those 2 weeks. But still, it's like, how do you guys expect a title fight from that? Like, you guys got to put the work in, man. Like, I love it. I love seeing it. I want to see these guys fight more. And yeah, I didn't get the whole point of Kevin Holland stepping in. Like, Derek Brunson, take your chance, dude. Go fight Marvin Vettori. That fight actually works out pretty well in your favor, if you ask me. Like, yeah, I know Marvin Vettori's an eater and whatnot, but I wasn't very impressed with his stand up, even though I know his stand up's killer. It was just against Kevin Holland wasn't that impressive. He got rocked late in like the third or fourth round. And it was, I don't know, it just wasn't that pretty, but yeah, I don't know. I want to see these 185ers do some shit. So come on, boys, let's get this going.